My name is Adam, and I'm growing the biggest productivity and accountability community for creators on the internet. Welcome back to the Founder Diaries, episode 4, and welcome to another day in Seville. Good morning. Welcome to another day in Seville, Spain. I think it's around 9:15. I've been up, I've been editing, I've had breakfast and everything. I'm ready to get out. I'm just going to film a couple of shots in the room for an Instagram video that I'm going to try and post tomorrow. So I'm just trying to have a little look at what sort of angles I can get. This is my apartment, although you would have just seen it. Quite, yeah, it's fine. It's nice. So I'm trying to think about what angles I can use to get creative. Now, I did actually clamp. Now, I've got one of these things, which is a magic arm. So you clamp you put your camera on top of that bit, and then you use these clamps to sort of put onto whatever you want, like a pole or something, and then you can change the angle. And it just gives you flexibility to get different angles. And I did actually do that. And I did actually use this on top of there, but I'm not sure it was that safe. I'm going to see if it'll work on this, so I can try and get sort of an overhead shot of me sat on the sofa. That worked an absolute treat, that did. Second shot we're going to do is we're going to try and put the magic arm back up on there. Plan for today is we're just going to get around the city, try and get some shots, filler shots, B-roll shots, and we're going to get back to the apartment and try and do some community planning. I've got some email marketing to do. I've sort of slipped up a little bit with the emails. It's really difficult, trying to do everything by yourself, and that's what I'm sort of noticing, running a production company whilst launching this, doing the content marketing and the email marketing and the actual community management and everything that goes inside it. It's not easy, and I've made a few errors recently with sort of sending emails to people that shouldn't have been in that section, and even some errors in my email marketing. Life update, as I've not done one in a while. I'm feeling good. The start of the year has been everything that I hoped for, but the last sort of week I've struggled with finding an identity for the content I want to create on the 6am Collective. It's one thing trying to grow Words of Russ and having that as my personal brand, but 6am Collective is not my personal brand. It's a brand itself, and I want to have that style separate. I don't want it to just come across as sort of Words of Russ 2.0, I really want there to be a difference in the sort of identity that goes on, and so that's sort of what I'm struggling with at the moment. The actual launch for the community went really well, at 109 members in the community, which is amazing, and that's split through 2 different monthly prices, which is one cheaper one for the membership, for the waiting list crew that got into early access with a discount code, and then the normal price. That alone is, without going into figures, that alone is enough for me to sustain a lifestyle where I can travel and be on the road and create content if I wanted to. But I want to have an office, I want to have somewhere that I can really be reliable to run the community, run workshops, have my actual setup at home, and then I can sort of have these trips where I can come out, get a bit of creativity, and sort of keep the B-roll and the content always topped up. The first workshop that I did went down amazingly. I was blown away by the response and the engagement in the community. I had 38 people click attending on the workshop, 36 of those joined, which is amazing. That is unbelievable. And throughout that, people were engaging, people asking me questions, people giving me feedback, and I think it went really well. And I was really, really nervous, and so I'm really happy that that's done. Next week we move into the second one, which is going to be the scripting session. This one's not going to be recorded and put up to the community. It's going to be a live thing. I've built Words of Rust, and I've built everything this year off essentially my words, my scripting, my writing abilities, and for me to give away that knowledge and that sort of insight to how I do things, I think it should be something that's exclusive. And so instead of having it once and then uploaded to the community, I'm going to have them every other week, live sessions. And I want people to be able to come in without a script, a pen and paper, and then leave that hour-and-a-half session with a script. This year's really opened my eyes up to how much of an opportunity there is to create money online. And if you have a product and you have a service and you have a skill that you can offer to people, it's 8 billion people in the world, and all you've got to do is create content to post out to social media. Social media is a lottery, and the algorithm, once you get onto the algorithm will push you out to random people, different people from all over the world every single time. You've got as many times, you can post as many times as you want, and it only takes one video to go viral and change your entire life. And yeah, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen for me this year. And until then, I'm going to keep chugging, keep making sure that everyone in the community is getting the right value, keep the content coming on Words of Rust and the 6am Collective, and also keep running my production company, which I'm going to be massively reducing the amount of shoots that I take on. I need my workload to be focused on this personal. But yeah, that is a life update from me, and I'm going to crack on with the rest of the day. I feel like such a tourist right now, man. I've been told to come here. Looks pretty cool, I suppose.
Muchísimas gracias.
I just got a message from one of the members in the community who's been posting consistently, but is starting to get frustrated with the algorithm not really rewarding him for his time and effort. And it's a good point, because I myself for so long would always judge the success of a content based on the metrics, based on the engagement, the views, the followers, the likes. And it took me years to realize that you cannot have your measure of success based on a number or the followers or your engagement or anything like that. If your measure of success is followers and views and likes, your motivation will dip according to how that performs on the algorithm. Your measure of success has to be the enjoyment and the engagement. How engaged is your audience? Who are the people that are following you? Who are the people that are engaging it? Not how many. In order to monetize your brand and your account and turn it into a business, you need to get people's trust. And the only way you get people's trust is by consistently posting. And you will burn out if you are constantly attached to the metrics of your content. The number one most important thing is patience and enjoyment. Creating content has to be so consistent that you have to make it a part of your lifestyle. So it has to be sustainable. More than anything, it has to be sustainable for you to be able to consistently make that. And that's why it's so important to create content around your lifestyle, not trying to be someone that you're actually not. Because I myself have done that in the past, and it's not sustainable. If you're consistent, you will get your reward, but you have to be patient and you have to enjoy what you're doing. Anyway, that's enough of that. Okay, we're back at the room. I'm not gonna lie, guys, on the way back from the gardens where I last saw you, stopped off and had a couple of pints, and woof, in the sunshine. that has gone down nicely, but we had to stay strong and prioritize our editing. If you've enjoyed this vlog, please give it a like and please subscribe, as it does help me out. And if you want to see something specific from me, drop a comment down below, let me know, and I'll try and sort that out. If not, no worries. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next vlog.